Welcome to episode 18 of Inclusion with Mansi. I'm your host, Mansi Chandorkar. Each week, we're going to discuss various areas of inclusion and how you can be an inclusion champion. This month, we're going to focus on various performing arts like dance and music. Today, we're going to be in conversation with Aayushi, who is a 17-year-old dance enthusiast. Let's listen to her discuss her journey with her new venture, Dance It Out. Welcome, Ayushi, to Inclusion with Mansi. Can you please introduce yourself to the listeners?
Hello, everybody. I'm Aayushi Karandikar, an 11th grade student in Pune, and I have taken arts or humanities as my stream and wanting to pursue psychology in the near future. Overall, other than that, I'm a huge dance enthusiast and love dancing, love putting out content outside through various social media platforms and stuff. And while I was doing that, I had the idea of going to unprivileged kids and spreading my love for dance to them as well. So that is how I started one of my communities called Dance It Out, as I teach dance to kids over the weekends, and I am enjoying it and loving every part of it.
That's super. Can you tell us about what made you think of wanting to do dance for underprivileged kids?
The story is at first my mom and me, we went to them and we had first thought of teaching them like some studies like English or maths. But we went to them, we spoke to them, and we were even about to start. But then I realized even though I will be wanting to do that, my whole heart wouldn't be into it. And I thought one thing that I will really, really love to do and do from the bottom of my heart is dance. And I thought that they living in such underprivileged families, they wouldn't get the opportunities to learn dance from institutes, or even going to normal dance classes is hard for them, as they many of them aren't even getting proper education. And dance is something that most people love. There are very less people who do not enjoy dance as such, and mostly young kids like primary students and teenagers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then I thought this would be the best way to spread the love of dance to more and more people who aren't able to do and take that step
Yeah,
themselves.
that's completely true. So, do you do this on your own or do you have other volunteers that help you out for this on the weekends?
Yeah. So as a teenager, I'm 17 years old. So I wanted more teenagers to volunteer, because as my love of dance, I am trying to spread it out through the world through this community, Dance It Out. So I thought many more teenagers might be interested in doing stuff like this and volunteering. So I do have teenagers who volunteer. So as of now, I have had two teenagers from 11th and 12th grade who volunteer. They reached out to me through Instagram DMs and my social media platforms for both my personal page and the Dance It Out page. So they reached out to me from there as I've spread knowledge and put it on my stories and pages, telling people more about it and asking for people as volunteers. So I've had those people come as well and volunteer, taught the kids a few routines
Mm-hmm.
over the weekends, and they have loved it as well. Also, plus I have asked people for
Mm-hmm.
editing videos, so like editors as such, to make the video quality better, and we have had an editor as well.
Oh, that's nice. So, once you teach them the routines, then you record it and then put it up on YouTube?
Yes, so the thing is, Saturday, Sunday, I teach them a routine and we like split it in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then I give the whole week, Monday to Friday, the weekdays, for them to practice and make sure they have got it all. And the next weekend, I teach the other routine, and a little part of the class I record where they stay itself. There's an open space.
Mm-hmm.
So I record with the phone there itself, and then the editing is done. And we post it on YouTube, Instagram, and stuff.
Okay, that's nice. So, how has your experience being as a teacher? It's a whole different experience from being a student and dancing and enjoying it and doing it for yourself. But as being a teacher, that might be something slightly different.
Right. I am not professionally trained. I've always had dance like in me, as I've just loved it so much. I've never really gone to classes. I have done workshops here and there,
Mm-hmm.
like gone to workshops, learned like a Saturday, Sunday workshop, but I haven't gone to a specific class for a year regularly. I haven't done that. So I don't really exactly know how that atmosphere is. clearly as many other professional dancers do, but I have experienced it here and there. And yes, teaching is a whole different level of learning and expressing dance, because through teaching, it's you're trying to get more people involved in what you love. And these kids, a lot of them already had that love for dance, but they just didn't have a chance to portray it or express themselves as much. So I feel my teaching and going to them, teaching them more routines and more styles as such, because in India the normal style is Bollywood. So learning hip hop, backing, popping, and other such styles
Mm-hmm.
has increased and expanded their learning of dance as well, and I've loved teaching that.
That is so cool. Like I've seen a few of your videos and I can see that you are enjoying it thoroughly
Yeah.
from inside. And so are the kids because they have like the biggest smiles on their faces when they're doing it. I think it's a very good way of including everyone in your community to do something and, make something out of it,
Right.
which is really nice.
Also, I'd like to add that recently Teachers' Day was there,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a class that day itself. I think it was a weekend only, and I went to class, and two of the students, they made like Teachers' Day cards for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so touching.
That feels good, no?
Yes, that feels so good. Like you're making at least a small difference, but that's touching them so close to their heart, and
Yeah.
it feels really nice.
But it begins small, right? You start
Right.
with a smaller thing and then you hope that it catches on and a lot more people do similar things and a lot more people will benefit from what you are doing.
Yes.
So I think that is really cool and hats off to you. Like, good job because
Thank you.
it is a really nice thing to do. And yes, getting that feeling of achievement when you can see your students do it and when they appreciate it, it's a whole other feeling that comes out and which is like gives you more motivation to do a lot more.
True. Yeah.
Is there any story or event with your kids that come to your mind that you would like to share with the listeners?
If you go on our YouTube channel, we have like when there's Ganpati, we made a video on that. So then when there's Independence Day, we did that. So on the Ganpati video day,
Mm-hmm.
we were deciding what to wear, and if they're underprivileged kids, I can't really force them to go and buy something.
Yeah.
But everyone has those type of traditional clothes for any type
Mm.
of function. So they were all so excited to, it was another occasion for them to wear all that, dress up, put on makeup,
Mm-hmm.
put on gajras and stuff. So they were so excited to do all of that. It wasn't just the dance, it was that whole
Hmm.
environment that was made for the shoot, for the makeup, for the dressing up, then the dancing as well. So looking at all of that, it just adds a plus point to everything.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. And it is really nice to have that. So, if anyone would like to volunteer and, come and help you teach or help you edit the videos, how would they contact you?
So I have a YouTube channel, Instagram page. I have one for my personal, and then Dance It Out itself as well. And you can contact me on my number as well for volunteering and such. Yeah.
Okay, so I will add all your links and your details in the description box of the podcast. So, if anyone wants to contact you, they can connect with you over there.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm quite happy that you've come here to share what you are doing with everyone. Is there anything else that you would like to share before we end the episode?
I just like to say something about volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, uh, I have shared this story with many people. My parents were planning to take us to Mahabaleshwar or some sort of small trip as the vacations
Mm-hmm.
were going on. But honestly, I am so dedicated to this, and it's not something that I find like I have to do this work between 2 to 4, I have to go and do this. It's something, it's dance, it's teaching, dance itself, so it's something I really really love to do. And I literally told my parents that no, I'm not coming with you guys because I want to go there and take class. I'm not going to miss
Yeah.
class for that. So that's how much I am dedicated to doing that. But honestly, nowadays finding teenagers who are dedicated to something as much, and in a way that you are just giving out your qualities or your skills, but you're not getting anything in return physically, like
Mm-hmm.
any certificate or anything such. You're just giving out
Yeah.
it, but you're not getting that sort of commitment. Finding in people is hard nowadays, but I have found two volunteers as such, and I wish to expand this community even more throughout Pune, throughout India in the future as well,
Yeah.
so more kids, more teenagers, underprivileged kids can feel more inclusive in dance as a community, and they feel like they're in the community of dance and they can learn. As like I said, they don't have the money and the status to really go and learn from professionals as such.
Yeah, and dance is a form that includes, it's the same no matter where you're from which part of the world. It's one language that dance is.
True.
And it doesn't matter what other languages you speak and what other things you do. If you're good at dance, I mean, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And it's not about just being good at it and doing something from it, but it also gives you so much personal satisfaction when you dance. It just makes you so happy.
Yeah.
So I think what it is a very good way of building a community, including a lot of students from the community to, dance. And I really hope you do get a lot of volunteers, maybe as dedicated as you are. I'm hoping, but if not, at least a little and
Yeah,
halfway there. That, that
of course.
even if they do come, like, say, okay, I'm volunteering for a month, but do that very seriously.
That's what we had with our two volunteers. They did it for a month or so, but
Hmm.
like all of us are in 11th, 12th, college and stuff. So, of course, we have our own
Yeah.
studies, extracurriculars, classes, and to get to. And the weekends are the days where we feel like we have a day off. So, but we still did get those volunteers for a month, and it was a pleasure working with them and seeing them teach the kids. And they enjoyed it as well, learning from different people. Because I feel
Mm-hmm.
if I am good at Bollywood, hip hop, and more of the Western styles, I got a volunteer who was in 12th grade. She had trained in Bharatanatyam and Kathak.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so she was getting another style to the table and teaching the kids
Mm-hmm.
something else. So they got to learn different styles as well through that.
Yeah, so that is also important. So, in case you know a different dance style that you would like to teach, contact Ayushi for that. Ayushi, do you have anything that you want to tell the listeners?
I just want to say that if you're doing something and you love it from the bottom of your heart, try to spread it and spread that love to as many people as possible. As many people don't have the opportunity to grab that themselves. So, if it's music, if it's guitar, if it's anything, if you even like studying, you like maths, go to people and try to spread that love of what you do to others as well.
Absolutely, and very well said, and I agree with you. Thank you so much for being here, Ayushi.
Thank you so much for having me.
We hope to hear from you soon, and I hope you get more volunteers.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Thank you for tuning in to Inclusion with Mansi. If you've enjoyed today's episode, do share the podcast with your family and friends. I would love to hear your feedback. You can connect with me on my Facebook page or Instagram at Inclusion with Mansi. You may also email me at inclusionwithmansi@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, remember to share our similarities and celebrate our differences.